Well, obviously, the first thing you have to do is you have to give the University of Iowa credit. They had a great plan tonight. Obviously coached extremely well. Very talented. This is a tough venue to play. First time being here, it was electric in here tonight. So the first thing you got to do is you got to give Iowa all the credit in the world. I thought they had a really good plan on defense. They say we're an explosive offense. They weren't going to give up the big play. They played really soft and said that we were going to have to take all the underneath routes, and are we patient enough to do that all the way down the field? So I thought that was a really good plan. Thought our defense played unbelievably well and probably hasn't got enough credit this year for as well as they're playing. The whole first half, not only did they hold them statistically down to low numbers, but they just kept giving our offense the ball with great field position between special teams and defense. We weren't able to execute on offense and finish drives. We had a lot of yards, but we weren't able to finish drives. I think it's, we got to get better. I've said that before with our running game in between the tackles, so we can punch the ball in the end zone. Again, they were playing a soft coverage, and we're going to make us earn it all the way down the field. The thing I told the guys in the locker room is you look at any really good season, there's always one game where a team has to gut it out and find a way to get a win, and we were able to do that tonight. Obviously Trace McSorley, we've seen it now for a year and a half. One of the more mentally and physically tough players I've ever been around, clutch player. And then Saquon Barkley, I cannot imagine that there's a better player in all of college football. I've been doing this for 23 years. The guy is special. I don't know what his stats were or what he did, but every time he touched the ball, I don't care if it was a 20-yard run or an 8-yard run, it was special. It really was. And the guy is a great leader on the sideline, couldn't be more positive, just tremendous. We found a way to get a win tonight. Obviously, Trace just told me he punted the ball at the end of the game there, and that's not who we are. That's not who he is. He got caught up in the moment. And then obviously, the other two things I wanted to mention real quickly is, we didn't have Torrance Brown tonight. Tremendous loss for us. Tremendous young man. And then obviously, at left tackle, we played a redshirt freshman, started his first game. At right tackle, started his first game in Will Fries. We didn't have Chaz Wright. We didn't have Andrew Nelson for most of the game, and you got Will Fries, who went in and battled in a tough environment as a first start, on the edge. Open up the question.
James, on the last play, you guys called a timeout. What did you want? What did you expect from Iowa?
Well, we just, we had one timeout left. It was clearly going to be the last play of the game, so we called the timeout so we could talk it through and not rush, obviously, the most critical play of the game, and felt like we were going to get what we got. Similar coverage that had been giving us a hard time all night long. Felt like with Juwan we had a height advantage and we could kind of slip him through the middle of the field. Mm-hmm. And Trace hung in there, and Will Fries and our offensive line battled to give us just enough time to get him through there. But yeah, we just wanted to take some time to kind of talk it through and make sure that we're not rushing on the last play of the game with a chance to win.
And your confidence in going to Juwan in that moment?
Yeah, you guys know, the guys that are with us every week. Juwan Johnson has had an unbelievable off season, and really has played solid so far this year. So a night like tonight, I think, really can kind of improve his confidence, and he's done it in practice, and now he's been able to have a huge night tonight, and I think his production and confidence will skyrocket from here on out.
James, what was said after the Wally touchdown, 2 minutes left, where they took the lead going into that last drive?
What was said?
Yeah, who spoke up? What was said to organize the offense?
Well, I think I think we were fortunate, obviously, because we've been in these situations. We've started out this year playing really well early on in games, but we were able to lean on our confidence from last year. And we've been in these situations all last year with a bunch of experienced players coming back. So it's not like one person just stood up as a sideline that believes that we're going to win every game we play. We're going to find a way to gut it out and grind it out. And fortunately we had those 2 timeouts at the end of the game, and we were able to make some plays moving the ball down the field and kept our poise. As you guys know, we worked that every single week in practice. And again, I think the most important thing is our guys believe.
James, can you talk about the game that Sharif Miller had, and did he discuss with you changing his number to honor Torrance?
Yeah, I thought Sharif obviously played extremely well. I don't have the statistics in front of me, but he hit me up as well with a number of guys last night about wanting to wear Torrance's jersey. He was the first one to hit me up, so we went in that direction. The game ball is going to go to Torrance tonight, yeah, Torrance is a guy that is universally respected in our program, from a leadership standpoint, from a production standpoint, just the whole package. He's a great friend, he's a great person, he's a great teammate. So, he's got tremendous amount of respect in that locker room, so a bunch of guys wanted to go out and honor him tonight on the field.